What's going on, guys? Ed here. Thank you for tuning in. Today we are talking about a specific supplement that you should be taking, or you should at least be looking into if you are an enhanced lifter. Even if you're not an enhanced lifter, might want to check it out. You know, if you're conscious about your health, this one may help you out. Today, that is Saw Palmetto. Before we get into it, as always, please leave a like, comment for the algorithm, subscribe, and share this shit with your friends. This is good information that we got to get out to the world, people. Let's go. So, let's get into it. Saw Palmetto. This is one that my enhanced guys, you really should be looking into. I'm going to tell you what it is, what it does, the benefits, the side effects, dosage protocol. We're going to get into all of that. So, let's do it. What is a Saw Palmetto? Well, it is a small palm tree that grows in the southeastern region of the United States along the Atlantic and Gulf coasts. Cool little palm tree plant. It's very slow growing. Some of them will make it to 500 to 700 years of age. Quick little fun fact. I like that. Neat. All right, whatever. The reason we're talking about it is because it's been studied as a possible treatment for prostate cancer and benign prostatic hyperplasia. In other words, that's just non-cancerous prostate enlargement. So when your prostate gets bigger, but it's not actually cancer growing in the prostate. Prostate enlargement could come from a number of reasons. A familial history, obesity, type 2 diabetes, lack of exercise, yada, yada, yada. There's a lot of reasons that your prostate may grow. So, how does Saw Palmetto exactly help the enhanced lifter? Well, as stated, it's going to help your prostate out. It's going to also help your hairline out. And it's going to do that by reducing 5-alpha reductase. So 5-alpha reductase converts testosterone to DHT in the body. It's just a process that the body does. DHT, it's a very potent form of testosterone. It's responsible for prostate growth and male pattern baldness. That's just one of the side effects of DHT if your levels get too high. But you do need DHT in the body, so you don't want to completely block it. But if it gets too high, that can lead to your hair thinning, your hair falling out, prostate growth. So that's what we want to avoid. We don't want to lose our hair. We don't want our prostate to get bigger. That's where Saw Palmetto comes in. It slows the conversion of testosterone to DHT to counteract that balding, and it also acts as an anti-inflammatory to reduce inflammation of the prostate gland, so it won't get all big and swollen on you. But you got to be careful because, like I said, you don't want DHT too low. If it's too low, it can result in a decreased muscle mass, impaired cognitive function, loss of libido, among other symptoms. So you gotta be careful when you're taking this. You don't want to take too much. Just for reference, here's the one I take. It's not like specifically a Saw Palmetto supplement. It's got a bunch of other things in there, but the main ingredient to help your prostate is the Saw Palmetto. So that's the one I use. Don't got to use that one. Feel free to check out whatever you want to look at. But yeah, we got some studies here. I looked into a couple studies just to see how effective it is, what kind of clinical trial data we're looking at here. One of the studies, which I'll post all of the links down below in the description. You can go check out these studies because some of them are rather long, but if you want to read them, definitely go check them out. They're pretty interesting. The first study here, it shows that Saw Palmetto extract efficacy was inconsistent, but there was a hexane extract that provided more consistent results. In treating benign prostatic hyperplasia and, non-cancerous prostate growth. The problem is, though, that this hexane extract, it's not very common in the United States, and it has also been linked to some carcinogenic effects. So the hexane extract, you're not really going to see much in this particular study. That's the one that showed the most consistent results. But, you don't need that specific extract. Other extracts of Saw Palmetto will work, just not as consistently. So you want to find a good brand that works. Just read the reviews. Find one that is solid, guys. Here's another study regarding hair, how it affected your hair. Let's see. We see a 60% improvement in overall hair quality, 27% improvement in total hair count, increased hair density in 83.3% of patients. So you can see that it does help your hair quality, your hair count, your hair density there. So Saw Palmetto, boom, effective at that. We got another study here. I like looking at studies, just checking out different, data because, it's good to read. It's interesting to me. So I got another study here regarding the effects of Saw Palmetto on the prostate. They split participants up into two groups, Group A and Group B. Group A took Saw Palmetto, selenium, and lycopene. Group B took tadalafil. The results of this one, they say that a combination of Saw Palmetto, selenium, and lycopene were not inferior to tadalafil. Just for reference, selenium is a mineral known to show improvements in PSA, your prostate-specific antigen. It's a blood marker. You can get that checked when you get your blood work done. It's also shown to have a protective role against prostate cancer. Lycopene, that's an antioxidant agent with potential anti-cancer effects. So those two in combination with Saw Palmetto, they said it is not inferior to supplementation with tadalafil. Tadalafil, if you don't know, you probably have heard of it by the brand name Cialis. It's a medication used to treat erectile dysfunction, benign prostatic hyperplasia, and pulmonary arterial hypertension. In other words, it reduces blood pressure in the arteries of the lungs. So tadalafil is actually a very cool medication. Go read up on that. But it does have some unique effects on the prostate. So yeah, Saw Palmetto in combination with selenium and lycopene were, comparable, they say, to tadalafil in that study. Pretty neat, pretty interesting. So there are a lot of benefits to supplementation with Saw Palmetto. I mean, it slows your prostate growth, relieves symptoms of enlarged prostate, improves urine flow, sexual function, reduces inflammation in the prostate, and it improves hair quality, density, and total count. It does all of this by slowing the conversion of testosterone to DHT. So that's the good. There's always some bad that's going to come with the good. Some side effects, the common ones that are listed: headache, dizziness, nausea, depression, decreased libido, erectile dysfunction, morphological changes in your seminal fluid, increased sebum production, which will cause oily skin, loss of muscle mass, and reduced blood clotting. So there's a list of side effects. A lot of it's going to be dependent on the dosage. Again, everybody's also going to react differently to every supplement, so you got to be careful. One dose might work for you, might not work for somebody else. It seems like the standard dosage for Saw Palmetto supplementation is 320 milligrams per day. That's what most of the studies, they test at 320 milligrams per day. It just seems like that is the recommended dose. So I will say I have tried this dose. For me, I didn't like it. I usually run a lower dose. I would say for quite a while, I was running about 200 milligrams of Saw Palmetto a day. And I felt fine on that. And then I decided to up it to 3 because 3 pills a day of my specific Saw Palmetto supplement would get me to 320 milligrams of Saw Palmetto a day. So I was only taking 2 a day, puts me around the 200 milligram per day mark of Saw Palmetto. But once I went to that 320 per day, I think I did actually notice a loss of libido for a few days there because I tried it maybe, I don't even know, a week. And after a few days, I noticed damn, I feel like I really don't even want to bang anymore. What the hell's up with this? I dropped it down to 1 per day. So that's around the 100 milligram of Saw Palmetto. And within a few days, it seemed like I was back to normal. So, I take a lot of supplements. Was it a fluke? Was it just, was I off a couple days? Was something weird? Really, the only thing that I did change was my Saw Palmetto supplementation dose. So I'm going to attribute it to that. I would say that there is a level where you get to where, you want to keep your hair, you want to save your prostate, but if that's going to keep you from banging and you're going to lose libido and muscle mass, among other, side effects, you might not want to push the dose too high. So I do want to save my hair, save my prostate. I'm fine keeping my Saw Palmetto dosage in that range, 100 to 200. For me, anything it seemed like beyond that, I was noticing side effects. So, it's important. You don't want to block DHT too much because you're going to run into those issues. But yeah, that's Saw Palmetto in a nutshell. It will help your hairline. It will help your prostate. But if you do it too much, you might lose some libido. You might lose some muscle mass. Gotta watch out for it. So I would start reading into this one. Check it out. If you guys, certainly if you're enhanced, this is one that you want to look into. Don't overdo it though. Take the minimum effective dose and stick with that. So if you guys got any questions, comments, concerns, leave them below. That is my little summary of Saw Palmetto. Hope you liked it. Let me know if there's any supplements you want to see coming up in these next videos. Let's do it. Just drop them below and we'll hit them. All right. Thank you for watching. Ed out.